Hello everybody, welcome back to my stream. As we left off yesterday, we were working on my productivity tool, and we're going to continue on with the productivity tool to work on the things that I had set up yesterday. I know we were working on the report layout, and perhaps we can start the summarize my week count. Also, let's let me stop that. Sorry, I want to go into setting up my GIF information. Let's see. So here, the API key. Let me get that. Be right back. All right, I think I got it. All right, so I'm gonna set up stuff for like task completed. So good job. Well done. The dog's clapping, sure. That one. So 10 should be more than enough. Got a alarm going off. Maybe that's here. Let's see. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do is break time. Going for a break. All right, save those. Then early finish. Okay. Six should be good. And then for late finish, it took it long enough. All right, let's save those. All right, so I should have gives for all the different setups. The reason I did this is because obviously there might be some, if I just have the ability to give a user allow the user to just directly, or have the app directly connected to a GIF generator or GIF generator, however you say it, there's a potential that there might be like a not safe for work version, and that would be very bad if you're working all of a sudden on your screen there's something that shouldn't be. So now if I enter log point, obviously this is over time, and then now it shows that the little GIF marker, right? Here's a bug that I have to fix. For some reason, when I switch tasks, so switch task remaining time. Let's see, if I switch again, it should be correct. See, now it's correct. 45 minutes. All right, so anyway, that needs to be fixed, because obviously the issue is, well, I think the bug is having to do with something to do with the task being overdue, completing it, and then trying to switch a task. Oh, but if I recall correctly, I was clicking on the next task on the completion card. So the bug has to be on the completion card. I'll address it here momentarily, but before we do that, oh yeah, I was going to look at the layout. Let me get one thing done at a time, because it's real easy for me to get sidetracked. So I was gonna work on this. I think that this needs to be something like this report here. So you can see like a different shade. So the shade on this one, let's go look at that one. So these are the cards. I'm thinking that on the streak row, on the card itself, let's go look at the card. The card. All right, so here's the card. How about we add there we go, like that. I just don't know how to do this fire emoji, so I thought, let me get AI to do that. And then the title, we don't need this right now. Let's save it like that. Okay, let's go look at the report. Also need to fix that. All right. There we go. Oh, and then The card, I need to actually have a title section outside of it then. We can do a React fragment. Put this in here. And then add a div here. Just to test things out a little bit. What is the problem? There we go. All right, so now this one, district row, already set to display flex and oh, that's because, okay, I got it. Oh, this needs to be over the two cards. How do I move this? I really think it needs to be in the card and you're going to put another div. So disregard what I did and get rid of this. Get rid of the React fragment. And now put the items in the div. Okay. The card can be like that. The flex direction column on the card. And then this needs to be display flex. I'm not sure I like that. And why is it still saying current? And oh, because I didn't change it back. I undid the changes that I had already done. And the card, flex direction Why does it keep on opening developer tools here? Okay. Now. And obviously on the card, we would put justified or center. So a line item center on the card, not stretch, but center. And then we need to create content, I think, for the card. So let's create a content class. Oops. And then SPFx, and it was, you know, is it right? SPFx. So let's go with that. Class name. That looks, I think there's some padding here or something I think we can eliminate. Yeah, right here. So you need to make margin like non-existent on the top. Maybe a little bit of margin. Well, adding maybe. Not 50. I wonder if this might look better, like, but then that would make it next to the tabs. Which I think I'm gonna get rid of the tabs anyway. I think I'm gonna do drill through reports. Because with a drill through report, I could click on the purple bar, which is the tasks. And when I click on tasks, it'll switch over to the tasks report. Likewise, if I click on the session, which is the hours, I assume, like the, yeah, how many hours of sessions did you have? You click on the green and it will switch to the sessions. That might work better. Anyway, what had I done here? The card on the H3. Adding And then there's less space here. It had its 16 margin on the bottom. Oh, I think we take off the top. I don't know. I'm still not sold on that. Range note. Let's get rid of range note. I don't like that message there. I know I put it on the image, but maybe a divider would work there. I'm thinking a card. Like creating a, do we have a card wrapper? Let's create a card wrapper. Do we have a card wrapper? Hmm. I think we can put it here. Just trying to keep always things organized. So here we're going to create a new file. This is a React function component. And this is going to accept type card props, full journey, and it's not optional. And then the card obviously gonna have its own style. All right, and then we are going to wrap the daily activity and this together in the card component. So here's the overview body. We have our bar chart. Yeah, so here but instead of using this div, let's bring in the card. Oops, not like that. Like that. Okay, so now this should be wrapped in the card. And we could do something like I'm assuming this div. Wait, what happened? I see overview body, but I don't see card. Let's just say card. Okay. So now that's gonna build my PS bridge between my styles file and my card component, and then we can I'm talking to myself on mute. Yeah, so I'm just putting these weird colors for now, just so that I could see more or less what it looks like. About 10. Well, maybe. What's going on here? Oh, because it's wrapping. I'm confused. Like what? Oh yeah, I have to give it a like a color. And then these could be like, I think we should remove the, like these can just be, sidebar. I think I need a border, like a real thin border. But on the card itself, let's do that on the card. It's all zeros for black. One pixel. Not a fan of that color. Maybe it needs to be, what is this color here? I think it needs to be like border color. What's the color I use? Is it neutral light? Let's try this one. Okay, that looks a little bit better. And then the streak itself, let's change that as well. The streak card, instead of having a card embedded here, like a style, I mean, and having that style there. And then get rid of this card class. We don't need it anymore. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so we're here. Let's look at the report. That looks a little bit better. I'm not so sold on that shadow being so like I feel like it's too much depth. I have to fix that. Fix. Let's do 3. We do 6, 3, and 3. Let's see. 6, 3, 3, and then what's wrong with this? Let's see if that fixed it. That did fix it. I mean, again, I'm not. I know that there is the. I have the cloud file in here. Yeah. Right here. This is saying white. And then like that. And then also make the background on the chart wrapper. That looks cleaner. And it makes it look like one cohesive part of the report rather than having different parts. Get rid of that. And then we gotta fix this one here. So focus duration. Where is it? This is the Insights tab. It's not in the Insights tab. It's supposed to be in the Overview Metrics sidebar, this right here. So instead of having this class here for sidebar, we can just nest card. Let's see, something like that. Oh no, I don't need the card within the card, so we need to just put this in a I don't need, actually, now that just delete that and just leave a React fragment. Oh, okay. Wrong idea. That looks terrible. No, let's bring that back. Hold on. Let's put the div back. On the sidebar, let's leave it like this. All right, so now go back to report. And let's just trigger some changes here. So in the sidebar, I don't think we need a background. I don't think we need a border radius, border color. We don't need a border either. We don't need a box shadow. What is this border outside of it though? It's like a divider. No, that's a border. Yeah, it's a border on here. There we go. Why does it have a divider on the top? Oh, that's way. Okay. So we have to remove border, border color, border radius, background. We should only have width, flex, shrink. So overview. Yeah, metric sidebar. So width, flex, shrink. Get rid of these three. Get rid of the background. Get rid of the box shadow. And then flex and column. Right. We're getting there, we're getting there. Yeah, that looks way better. Yep, very good. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. What can we do in 10 minutes? I think over here at the top, obviously, this white space needs to be taken up by something. So that's probably something else that I need to work on. Maybe another kind of set of reports, maybe another area for reports. Something like what would be good as far as metrics reporting? Add maybe a few more cards at the top. For example, if we go to the insight, maybe we could do these cards at the top. Over to the left, maybe. Or maybe something like this, but or this could just be incorporated into the card on the top right and make the chart taller. Give it a little bit more real estate. And why did this move? Oh, that's why it moved, because I got rid of the card. Oh, it's breaking everything. Not to worry. Let's go back to that real quick. It was under. It wasn't thing overview. Here we go. Yeah, because I got rid of the. Before I do that, what did I change? On the overview here. I have title. I think I got rid of sidebar. That was a street card overview. No, I kept sidebar, but I just cleaned it. And the overview tab. All right, let's go back. So here. Why am I getting alerted? Did I run out of time on the task? Yeah, I did run out of time on the task. That's why. Switch task remaining time. I didn't even work on that. I just set it to complete. And I also need to fix that GIF layout. Wait, could I have just done that the title? Let me get rid of this. Oh shoot, I gotta do that. In the street card. I think it was justified content. Like that. Yeah, but anyway, we have, a few more things to do to get to the finish line on this application. I feel like as I'm getting closer and closer, I'm finding more and more things to do, but uh hopefully hopefully soon I will get this complete and we can move on to another project. But shameless plugs, I am on YouTube, streaming on Twitch, Kick. If you want to follow me, if you have any questions, please put something on the chat. If you're interested, if you do SharePoint framework development, I like to build single page apps using React, TypeScript inside of SharePoint. And I also have full stack development experience, so I kind of incorporate a little bit of both realms into the into my programming structures and my programming patterns. But I'm gonna wrap it up for today because I think the report is okay for now. There's, like I said, I'm gonna do some more research offline to see what layouts are good for reports, what additional metrics would be good for this productivity tool. But with that being said, thanks for joining me. Catch you next time. Peace.